I wanted to show you my package. You know how I love a parcel, but I already know what's in it because I ordered these. And those that know me, as I was saying on the Monday night call, I don't purchase hi Jennifer, I don't purchase a lot of things, and so when I do buy something, it usually is because I see it as an extension or a tool. And everything, as I said, I always say, everything that I use is just an extension of the power that we have. So my selenite came today, and I don't use a lot of crystals. I'm not a crystal worker as such. I understand what they're all for, and I respect them as part of the earth. I'm not necessarily keen on taking them from the earth these days. So anyway, this is a selenite tower, and it sits here. I generally use this to cleanse a lot of my things. You can use it to put your jewelry on, things that you wear a lot, other crystals. I don't have, I was going to say I don't have a crystal wand as such, but I actually do. One of my teachers many years ago gave it to me, and I have a mini selenite. So you can see I'm surrounded by selenite. Okay, so here's a little mini selenite wand. So, I mean, you can look up what other people use it for and whatnot. I'm going to tell you why I thought it was worth the exchange of my hard-earned cash. Is that I've always used, this is my first aid kit, carry it around the world. It's been pretty much all around the world, and I have these little containers. What's in here? Tiny piece of selenite. I've had this for years, and this is basically the crystal that I use, or the stone that I use. That's it. It's my personal one, and it goes in the little container everywhere I go. It's always in my bag. Why? Because we can use this stone. It's great for pain. So combined with figure eights, if you've got a headache, you can figure eight the temple. If you've got a pain in your hand or in your bones, you can figure eight with selenite. Now, you can do it with your hand. We can figure eight. We can hold. We can run energy. We can do all sorts of things. But using selenite, which has numerous beautiful qualities, it also resonates with the frequency of 8. So we're using figure eights. It resonates at 8. I used to do it at my thymus because my aura would detach from my higher soul heart, which meant that I could access a lot, but it was also often overwhelming. So if you find that you are very sensitive or overly sensitive, well, what is overly sensitive? I mean, woohoo, if you're overly sensitive, just know how to manage and direct it. So selenite, all right, so that's my little story. My teacher, actually, Julie Lappin, gave me this many years ago, and I don't actually use it, but it sits with my stuff because it cleanses other crystals and whatnot. What I got today was because when I went to the US recently, I was training with Eden Energy and Kelmie Blake and Titanya, Dahlin. They have these hand stones, right? And how they were using them was beautiful. It felt amazing, okay? And I was like, I like the feel of that. And how I work is how I like to be worked on. Okay, so if you're doing too much with my arms and my legs and you know blah blah blah, I don't work that way. I don't want to be doing that. I want my clients and my students to and their energies to feel cared for and heard. This is selenite as well, but it's a pink selenite. It's quite beautiful. Can you see? It's almost orange. So this one I actually got from Titanya, Dahlin, who's Donna Eden's eldest daughter. And she was my partner while I was over there. And this is more for, I mean, they all work with emotional, or help with your emotional ups and downs and whatnot, but the pink or the orange, I call it pink, is more so. So when my daughter came off a scooter recently and hurt her leg and she had a lot of stuff going on and she was getting ready to travel again and whatnot, I just had her literally just hold this for the evening. She put it in her pocket, and you could feel it. Like when she gave it back to me, I could feel it. So we can just then place it onto another piece of selenite to cleanse, because you can't wash them. You can wipe them over if you're using them on hands or feet, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But if you wash them, they can disintegrate. So if pieces come off, you can put it in your bath. So that's that. So what I got literally just came in the mail are these hearts. They've got plastic on them, but you can see selenite hearts. And again, they're not to look at, they're for tools. So I got some hearts and I got some, basically just some more hand stones, palm stones. The reason why these are so good is because when we're doing certain points and whatnot, it can be hard on the hands. So you can use the selenite in lieu as a tool. But also it's great for pain. If you have pain, so you imagine you've got all these overlaying of understandings that you can use with particular tools, minerals, whatnot. So I thought the hearts, they're a great shape because you can get in. So we've got what's called the gates on our hands and our feet, right? So in Eden Energy Medicine, we massage the gates before particular processes or protocols, like the electrics, for instance, when we're working the electrical system of the body. And we massage the gates. Usually, we're massaging in between the fingers. And if you do that yourself, you probably find that there's actually some tender and sore spots. Mine aren't sore because I do them regularly, but if you don't, you probably find congestion. So what we do is we massage, but you can use the stones, you see. If there's pain, I just said that these are great for pain. You can use the stones and it feels quite nice, okay? You're massaging. You can massage the inside. You can do the feet as well. And that allows, when we're doing electrics and other protocols, to allow the energy that needs to be dispersed to move through. It's not getting extra congestion. So I just wanted to show you selenite. So those that come to me for Eden Energy, I do other techniques that or other modalities that I don't use tools at all. I just use, it's purely just me as the tool and the energy. But within Eden Energy, I do use selenite, and I wanted to share it. So you have the white and the pink. Oh, it's really bright, isn't it? The white and the pink. You can also actually stick what I saw, Kelmie Blake taught me this. Shout out to Kelmie, my mentor. She was using the selenite at the back of the head. So there's the power point, and then on the either side of the lower occipital lobe, you've got these little bumps just where the spine meets the skull. And if you massage those, they're two of the electric points. But you can also, if you're laying down, place the selenite underneath. And it just feels really nice. So I just thought I'd share that. So these are my new tools of the trade, selenite. And I've bought a few because I don't use my personal tools on my clients. So I have my own and what I use for my family, and then I have the tools that are in the clinic that are for everybody. So there you go. How's that, Jennifer? I don't know who else is watching. Was that good? So figure eight with selenite. I also actually, because I was talking to you about this today, Jennifer, selenite is what I crush and add to some of my power generators. And when you, there's certain crystals, so selenite is one of my favorites. See how the shards come off? It's really quite fragile. These ones aren't so much, but you can, I was going to go into the piezoelectric qualities of crystals when you put pressure with certain metals, and you can make what's called power generators. So anyway, selenite was one of the ones I was trialing. I think that's all I wanted to tell you. I just wanted to share. So the colours are slightly different, but basically it's a stone, or it's a quality of the earth that is just used for so many things. So the same as clear quartz and rose quartz are two of the other ones that I would recommend, because if you're programming crystals, which maybe you're not, but you can program crystals for particular work. So I've got a small crystal wand that I only use for high level energy processes. Most of you wouldn't have seen it because it's never out. I don't let people touch it. It's programmed for that specific work. So there's particular ones that are not for general touching and whatnot. What's out you can generally touch, but most of my special, I have copper rods as well, again, that help discharge higher energy processes. So tools, this is sort of a add-on to the Monday call where I was talking about tools and cards, oracles, tarot, pendulums, crystals. What other tools do people use? I suppose even nails and hammers and saws and just building tools. They're all extensions of the self. So it's great to have them, but it's also, as we talked about today, if you are out and about and you don't have your tools, knowing how to work that energy and take care of yourself and empower yourself without the tools. But if you have access to tools, why not give them a go? So next time you come for a session with me, you will be able to try some of these out and see what you like. Actually, these hearts, look how thick they are to the palm stones. I don't know if you can see, the light's really, white doesn't show up very well. There we go. But that heart feels wonderful. I think I'll keep that one for me. See if I've got another one. Because when you choose a stone too, you ask it. Yeah, that one feels completely different. I think this one's coming home with me. Oh, that one feels nice too. But it's a bit cracked. They're quite fragile, but this one is has a nice resonance. So anyway, that's my news for today. Selenite, selenite all around. You can sleep with it. You can clear your aura biofield with it. If you've got a large rod, they come in large rods. You can clear. You can use it. I mean, you can use it for anything. When my daughter had her knee problems, we would use selenite. Just doing figure eights. Well, that feels nice. I must need that. Right. So because they're nice and smooth and like palm stones, or these ones are hard, but they're still smooth, you can massage. I often rub my face with with the smooth selenite. Give yourself an instant facelift, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's all I wanted to say, I think. Just wanted to share. If you've got any questions, happy to answer, even if it's in the replay. So yeah, who's coming next for a session? Well, I've got somebody tonight, but that's a distance one. So whoever's next week, we'll get to check these out and actually feel what it's like to have their neurolymphatics cleared with selenite, and their gates even. So remember that, clear the gates, ladies and gentlemen, clear your gates. All right, love you and leave you. Ciao.